Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is another blonding video. You have seen Isabel in a few of my videos before. She was recently dark and we've been in the process of taking her lighter. She is now almost right where we want her to be, but we want to take her a little bit lighter and kick out some of the warmth. We know that this is a process. We've already done like 3 or 4 sessions. I'm hoping this will be one of the last sessions, but she knows that it could require one more just depending on how her hair lifts. So our goal today is to just brighten her up, lift out her roots, get some of that gold out, and just give her an all-over brighter blonde. And then we're going to be adding in some weft extensions for some fullness and a little bit of length.
In this dark and smoky room, with your face reflecting bright green, brights and blues, you know I kinda want to disappear with you, but don't think that is what I would usually do.
So the first step in this process is to do a full highlight. I am using Wella Blondor with 20 volume, and I am using my magenta from our foils. As you can see, I am doing pretty small subsections, pretty fine baby lights, and then after I'm done with the full highlight, we are going to go through and tease out the ends so that every single piece of hair is being lifted. So today I have one of my lovely stylists, Kylie, assisting me. If you guys saw my video a few videos back, she was actually the model in the video. We took her from a blue to a blonde and it was amazing and beautiful. So that is her. What is going on here is as I am finishing one of the highlighted sections, she is going through with Wella Blondor as well, but we bumped it up to 30 volume and she's just painting everything that is left out. She's taking a few subsections at a time, and that's why we're using 30 because these sections are a little bit thicker, and also they won't sit as long because we are putting them on after the baby lights. So that's what she's doing. She's just following me around. We're going to be finishing the highlights and these painted dropouts, and then we are going to let her process for probably about 30 to 40 minutes. I just wanted to give Kylie a little bit of a shout out. She has been with me for almost a year. She has assisted in the salon and now she's a stylist. She's been doing extensions for years and she is so good. And she's actually going to be an educator with Education with Jessi starting in the fall once Sarah goes on maternity leave, which we're all really sad about, but we're excited to have Kylie on the team. So you guys will get to know her a little bit more. Go ahead and give her a follow because she will be traveling a lot with us. Okay, now that her foils are all done processing, we are rinsing her out. As you can see, she lifted really well in the root area. Her ends lifted well, but they are a little bit warm, as you can see. That's just kind of the process of going lighter when you have dark permanent color on your hair. We started this process about 5 months ago, and it's slow and steady wins the race, but I am pretty happy with how she lifted. So here we are at the bowl, and we are going to be shadowing and toning. We're going to be using 6N, 6NA on her base, and then 9V, 9P, 9T on her ends to kick out any remaining warmth. We rinsed the shampoo out, and now I'm going to be putting on this Fanola Nutria mask. I'm going to let this sit on her mids to ends while we apply the root shadow, and it's kind of the same thing I've done in the past with Olaplex. It's going to give her a treatment while that root shadow processes, and it's also going to create a barrier so that none of that root shadow gets down into the blonde ends. Before I apply the Shades EQ to the base, I take my Olivia Garden Eye Blend brush. I really love using this if I need something a little bit stronger than a comb, but I don't necessarily want to use a brush. This is like a really good happy medium. So I'm just brushing everything out, and then we are applying that Redken Shades EQ 6N, 6NA to the base. As you can see here, I have sectioned out her money pieces. I want to keep those really bright in the front, so I am just starting a little bit back from the head, about 1.5 inches, and we're going all the way down, and I'm just slightly shadowing to give some depth. We don't want anything too crazy or too rooted, but we want to keep it bright with also adding a little bit of depth so she has some grow out that's a little bit more natural, so she doesn't have to come in so often.
Quiet, all my thoughts run free, so I drown them out at night with my TV. You know I got to try to ignore these thoughts that go back and forth inside my head. It's just out before I'm in too deep and I can't go back. Fire is burning through this silence. I can't take it, can't control this flame we started. You know I fire in my heart, yeah. Fire is burning through this silence. I can't take it, can't control this flame we started. You know I fire in my heart, yeah.
Once that shadow had sat about 5 minutes, I shadowed the hairline and I just barely tapped it so that it stays bright. And now I am putting on the toner. Once again, this is Redken Shades 9V, 9P, 9T. We are just mixing it all through. Normally, if she had lifted like perfectly, I would do the 9V, 9P by itself. But since she has those warmer areas, I'm doing the 9T just to help kind of kick the remaining orange that's in there. 9T is pretty powerful, so you have to be careful and watch it, but it is a really good tool if you need to kick brASS.
Faded in this dark and smoky room, way your face reflecting bright green, brights and blues. You know I kinda want to disappear with you, but don't think that is what I would usually do. You know it's just like I felt the heat the moment he pressed.
Alright, now that the color is all done, we are doing 1 row of beaded wefts using machine wefts. This is the color the Jessi Oreo Cookie from Jessi Styles Co. I will link the website below if you guys are interested in buying any hair extensions. And also, if you guys are interested in seeing how I do beaded wefts, my last upload was a beaded weft video, so you can have a closer look on that whole process and how it's all done.
Lips up against mine. Don't wanna fuck this whole thing up like I do every time. Fire is burning through this silence. I can't take it, can't control this.
Also, don't mind my horrendous tan line on my hands. I went and got a spray tan, and my hands always get too orange because the barrier cream never works. So this time I wrapped like the little head caps around my hands thinking that would help, and all it did was give me a harsh line. So you don't need to make a comment about it. I'm already aware. If you guys have any tips for self-tanning with hands and feet, please let me know because it's always my biggest struggle.